Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is going to be another makeup product that's going to be close to my heart. I just know it because before I was obsessed with Ellie Goulding and Robin, I was obsessed with Gwen Stefani. So Gwen Stefani recently collaborated with Decay to make an eyeshadow palette, and I was so excited to get it, and words could not describe because I do love Gwen. Back in the day when she was still with No Doubt, and even when she went solo, I just loved her. She was also the inspiration of my pink fringe back in college. I mean, some of my friends from college would still remember this, that I had a pink fringe, and then after pink I went for blue and purple. So before all the younger people started coloring their hair with crazy colors, I was actually doing it, but that was in 2007, and that was not too long ago, but it does feel like a lifetime ago. But yeah, I have been coloring my hair, and she was the inspiration for that. Like, remember when she had that ex-girlfriend video? I used to sing that all the time, and I really wanted to color my full head of hair pink, but I guess I just wasn't brave enough, and I know that my grandmother would like start hitting me or just send me off the streets. I'm kidding. But yeah, she won't like it, so I thought that the best compromise would be to just color my fringe, and that's how it happened. Well, anyway, I do love Gwen, and recently Decay here in Malaysia, they had a contest because they were launching the palette on December 17, and they were giving away a signed palette. And you know, I just wanted to try my luck and answer the question, like, what's your favorite Gwen Stefani song? And of course I went with Cool, because Cool is just one of my favorites. I mean, I do love a lot. I love some of her songs from her No Doubt days. Of course, Don't Speak is like an anthem. It has its own like place in the music scene, and you know, I just thought that I'd go with Cool because it speaks to me. At one point in my life, it really spoke to me. And yeah, so I won, and my heart is just pumping. Like, I really can't wait to show you guys my signed Gwen Stefani palette. Okay, so I'm gonna cover the mirror so I don't blind you guys, but there it is. Or maybe I'll just post like a cutaway shot. But yeah, it's a signed palette, and I don't know, I was even thinking, like, should I use this, or maybe should I just keep it and then just kiss it at night and, you know, worship it a bit? But yeah, I can't help myself. I know I have to use it, so that's how it went. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I think of the palette itself, and add a little bit of a tutorial at the end, like how I did this eye makeup look. Alright, so for the palette, I am in love with the casing. It looks really beautiful. Apparently, one of the pieces in Gwen Stefani's house actually inspired this, and she designed this with her graphic designer. So it's all Gwen. What you see on the palette is all Gwen. Like, she collaborated with the brand, like, down to the very last detail. All the shades in here are her absolute favorites, and some were ones that she always wished she had in her palettes, but she never did. So, well, of course, the best thing to do is like create your own, and here it is. Alright, and now we're going in. So once you open the palette, there's a really big mirror, and I think it's a huge plus. I'm just not going to turn it that way so I don't blind you guys, but a really big mirror, a huge plus. And here there's like a print that says Magic's into makeup, and I do love that because a lot of people would always come up to me and say that, oh, makeup, it's so vain. But you know, it's not just about being vain and making yourself look pretty. It's about how much fun you have like putting it on, and it's not about changing your whole look. It's just about enhancing it. And you know, I think there's a little bit of magic in it, especially with the fun part. So I do love that. And Gwen is one of the most confident girls that you see on TV. Like, ever since I was little, I was younger. I mean, ever since I was younger, I would see her on TV, and she's always so spunky and confident, and she was never afraid to show her face without makeup, and I just love her for that. Okay, and now we move on to the colors. So you get 15 shades, 12 of which are new. I already said that. And you get a really good mix of colors in this palette. So you get a lot of neutrals, so 5, 10, around 10 neutrals, and then some really funky shades down here. And then you get a really matte black, which is blackout. I think this is a permanent shade from Urban Decay, and it's really nice that they put it in here because it's so versatile. You can use it for smoky eyes, you can use it for lining your eyes as well, so that's really a huge plus. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 7 shimmer shades, and others are matte. So I think this is a really good palette for people who are like torn between choosing, like, you know how Urban Decay has naked palettes like Naked 1, 2, 3 and Smoky, and some people would be like, oh, I don't know what to get, 1, 2, 3 or Smoky. And I think this is a palette that you can go for instead, because you have a little bit of everything, and you know, you even have funky colors, like if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous. So that's one of the things that I really love about this. The shades are all buttery. I've swatched them all except for Pop. I think this is the only shade that I have reservations with because it is very chunky. The glitter is crazy. Okay, so wait, let me just put this down so I can let you zoom in and see. Oops, sorry, there's eyeliner there. So as you can see, it's very chunky. When you swatch it, it's obvious that there's gonna be a little bit of fallout there. So this one, I think you can use this wet or with some Pix Plus. So just to make sure that you don't get a lot of fallout on your eye makeup. But as for the rest of the shadows, they're all buttery, they blend very well, and I'm just in love. It's just the Urban Decay signature. So let's go to the swatches. Okay, so we're going to go with the first row first. You'll get Blonde, which is a pale beige with a pink iridescent shift. So you don't really see it on the palette. Like when you're looking at it, like once you apply it, it does have that pink iridescent shift. And I'm using it on my brows right now, like on my brow bone, and I am in love with it. It's a good brow bone highlighter, and then when you blend it, it's just so beautiful. Next up is Bathwater, which is a pale beige with gold pearl. It's perfect, like you can use it for like an all over your lid kind of shade. It's just beautiful. And there's Skimp, which is a pale nude satin. I love it. It's also for the whole lid, and it's a very versatile color. Like you can blend it with, you can use it for a smoky eye, you can use it for just a nude, like a daytime look, and it's just really nice to have in your collection. Next is Steady, which is a medium rose with metallic gold shift. Personally, I think it's a bit of a rose gold, and I really like it for a brown smoky. It would look really awesome. Next up is Punk, which is a reddish brown matte. I think this is one of those things that is really needed in someone's eyeshadow collection. It's one of those colors that you don't think you will use a lot, but apparently you will. So yeah, and I'm that kind of person who always sticks to nude colors these days, and at first I was a bit scared of this color, but I think the two of us will have a good relationship. Like I'm actually using it on my eyes right now. Next up is Baby, which is a cool metallic rose, another beautiful color. And next up is Anaheim, which is a beautiful transition color. And right next to that is Stark, so another matte neutral, which is a bit of a nude pink. And next is Zone, which is another beautiful transition color. So here in the middle row, I think you get a lot of transition colors. You're in a bit of a metallic with Baby. And then the last color is Serious, which is a smoky gray with iridescent floating pearl. I really like it. It looks so gorgeous on the lids, and I think it can also work as an eyeliner. It is so nice. I think it's a darker gray, because usually you get lighter grays for eyeshadows, and I think this one is a really beautiful color. Like you can also use it as a transition color for a really dark smoky eye. And on the last row is Pop, which is a pale coral with iridescent sparkle. It is a really pretty color, but it's just that I'm very worried about fallout with this one. The glitters are chunky, and yeah, but you can work around it by just using it wet, so not much of a problem there. Next up is Harajuku, which is a metallic blue pink with iridescent micro shimmer. I think this is a very pretty color. The pink is so Gwen Stefani. It reminds me of her Love Angel Music Baby days. It looks so pretty. However, if you want a bit more pigmentation, you really have to pack this color on. So yeah, I really like it. It's a really nice baby pink if you're into that. Next up is Danger, which is a deep metallic royal blue with blue micro sparkle. I love this blue. It is, again, one of those blues that everybody needs in their life and in their eyeshadow collection, because at one point you will want to go like all out sparkly party, and this is the color for you if you're not like that adventurous with colors to begin with, because I think this blue is something that you can really blend into a neutral shadow look and it'll look so funky right away. Like, I really love this blue. It's gorgeous. Next up is 1987, which is a bright metallic yellow gold, and of course we all need a yellow gold in our eyeshadow collection. Perfect for parties, even perfect for daytime. It's just blended out really well. It can also work for the daytime. And last but not the least, of course, is Blackout, which is the blackest black matte of Urban Decay. Perfect for smoky eyes, perfect for lining. I think this eyeshadow palette really has it all. Alright, so those are the swatches. I hope that you guys liked it as much as I do, because I really love this palette. I think this is worth your money. I think this retails at 235 ringgit here in Malaysia and 58 US dollars in the States. So it's a bit pricey, but you do get your money's worth because you do have a lot of awesome shades. You get neutrals, you get funky colors, you get, you know, that blue is just so gorgeous. And I think this palette is for people who are more on the safe side but are not afraid to go funky every now and then. So people like me, I do need a mood to go for a funkier look, because I'm always like on the neutral side. Like back then, like when I was in college, and right after college I would go for greens and all that, but I lost that along the way. Like now I'm more on neutrals and all that, but every now and then when I have to go to a party, I see myself wanting like some funky colors in my collection. So this is the palette for people like that. So it's a great all-in-one. You don't have to think of whether you should buy Naked 1, 2, 3 and Smoky, because you can just get this. I think this is really worth it. So with that said, I'm gonna go on to the tutorial on how I did this eye makeup look. If you want to see that, then you can just stay on for a bit, because it's a really easy look that, you know, you can take from day to night even, and it's a bit of a daytime glam look. So I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Okay, so I've put my hair back and I've put some tape markers on the sides of my eyes just to make sure that everything will be symmetrical. And now we're gonna move on to the tutorial. So first I'm going to use the color Danger and just pack it on my lid. Okay, so I actually misread. It's not Danger on my lids right now, it's actually Stark, because as you can see, Danger is right underneath it and I kind of misread, so sorry about that. And now I'm going to move on and use Zone, which is just right beside Stark, and then just pack it on the sides of my lid. So I'm bringing it into the inner eye through the crease, with just windshield motions. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be perfect at the moment because we're still going to blend later on. Using the same brush, I'm going to use Punk and just darken the outer V with it. Then I'm just going to get some bath water and then pack it in the middle. And now we blend. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dab my blending brush on, which color is this? Skimp. And then I'm just gonna blend it all. So because I wanna make the color a bit lighter. Next, I'm gonna get some more bath water and then dab it on the middle to make my eyes look bigger. So what I do is I tap in the middle and then I tend to swipe when it comes to the sides, just to make it look as if it's blended. So you see that effect. later on it will make your eyes look brighter on this side, well, right in the middle, and then it will make it pop more. And now I'm gonna use the shade Blonde to brighten up my brow bone. I love this color. It's got a really beautiful sheen to it. You can see it. It's a bit pinky out. It's a bit pinky. Like it's pale but pink. It's like an iridescent feel to it. So it's a very subtle highlight for your brow bone. It looks gorgeous. And then just to be sure, I'm gonna go back with my blending brush and then just blend the crease with it. You can never blend too much in my opinion. There was a time when I didn't blend my eyeshadows. That was bad. But I was young, so... Okay, now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. It's just in black, so I'm gonna go in with a really thin line. So sorry about that, my camera died on me while I was doing this eye, but in the middle of it all, I decided to go a little bit thicker just to complement bath water, which is in the middle of the eye, and just make my eyes pop even more because I do have big eyes and I want to make them look even bigger, if that makes sense to you guys, because I do have an obsession with big eyes. Okay, and instead of going for a cat line, I decided to just stop right here, and I will do some shading underneath to make it look a lot bigger. Because yes, big eyes. This time I'm using pencil type eyeliner, well, a retractable pencil type eyeliner, just to line underneath the eyes. So right on the waterline and right below it as well. So I like to taper it as it gets to the middle, and I will be smudging it with a gray color called Serious. Let me just clean this up a bit because I want to use a gold liner from the middle, from the inner corner of my eye towards the middle. So this is the Holika Jewel Light Liner in 24K gold. Okay, and I will also be smudging that with a gold shade called 1987. Alright, so this is the finished product, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I think I will be wearing this a lot since I do attend a lot of daytime events as well. We have high teas, we have coffee mornings, and yeah, this is a look that I can go for all the time. It can be a go-to look for those things, and yeah, I'm very happy with the palette. It has a really good mix of colors that can take you from day to night, can take you from a neutral look to more of a party kind of thing, and yeah, I really think it is worth your money, so a huge thumbs up for the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. So with that said, I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!